If you're over 80 or getting close, stop scrolling for just a moment. As a health researcher focused on women, I need to cut through the vague talk about aging and share something crucial. Your body isn't just getting older, it's operating under a new biological rulebook in this decade. Forget hoping things stay the same. Science shows there are 5 specific, undeniable shifts impacting your muscles, bones, brain speed, immune system, and even your senses that significantly accelerate now, whether we're ready or not. Ignoring this new reality, that leads to frustration, feeling blindsided, and missing vital opportunities to adapt effectively. But understanding these shifts, knowing exactly what's changing and why, that unlocks incredible power. Power to ditch outdated advice, implement targeted strategies based on current science, and proactively shape how you experience this decade, aiming for vitality, not just endurance. Today we are decoding those 5 key biological shifts. This isn't about fear, it's about giving you the knowledge doctors might not have time to fully explain, the preparedness you deserve, and the empowerment to truly thrive. Hi, I'm Grace Bennett. As a women's health researcher, I'm here to demystify the science of aging with clear, actionable insights, replacing apprehension with understanding. Your body isn't just breaking down, it's adapting. By understanding its new blueprint, we can work with it. Remember, this video is for educational purposes. Health in your 80s is unique, so please discuss any concerns or changes with your own doctor. So, let's explore these 5 undeniable realities of life after 80, focusing not just on the change itself, but on the potential for positive adaptation. Let's begin with the change that arguably has the most widespread impact on physical function, metabolism, and overall independence: the muscle loss crisis, sarcopenia. Sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, strength, and function, begins much earlier but tends to accelerate notably in our 80s, if not actively countered. Combating sarcopenia becomes critical for preventing frailty and maintaining functional independence, the ability to perform basic activities. This acceleration happens due to converging factors. Hormonal influences persist, and anabolic resistance, muscles' decreased sensitivity to growth signals, becomes more pronounced, requiring a stronger stimulus. Chronic inflammation can also contribute to muscle breakdown. Perhaps most significantly, physical activity levels often decline further due to joint pain, fear of falling, or reduced energy, removing the essential mechanical stimulus. Nutritional factors, like decreased appetite or protein absorption issues, also play a role. The impact is profound, extending beyond appearance. Significant muscle loss directly translates to decreased strength, making simple tasks like rising from a chair difficult. It severely impacts balance and gait stability, dramatically increasing the risk of falls. Falls in this age group often lead to devastating fractures, hospitalizations, loss of independence, and a downward health spiral. The loss of metabolically active muscle further slows the resting metabolic rate, contributing to fat gain and worsening insulin resistance. Overall, advanced sarcopenia is a primary driver of frailty, a state of increased vulnerability. However, while the biological headwinds are stronger, significant muscle loss and frailty are not inevitable. Research strongly supports that older adults, even into their 80s and 90s, retain the capacity to maintain and even increase muscle mass and strength with the right interventions. It requires a concerted effort, but it's possible. The cornerstone remains adequate protein intake, ensuring sufficient amounts distributed throughout the day. Discuss specific need with a doctor or dietitian as needs might increase. Even more critically, regular resistance or strength training exercises are essential. These don't need to be complex initially. Simple exercises using body weight, resistance bands, or light weights, focusing on major muscle groups and performed consistently 2 to 3 times per week. Provide the crucial signal. Chair-based exercises and balance training are vital components. It's never too late to start. Closely linked is our second shift: increased bone fragility and fracture risk. By the 80s, the cumulative effects of postmenopausal bone loss become highly significant. bone mineral density, BMD, has likely decreased substantially, making osteoporosis more common. This translates directly to increased bone fragility. The primary driver remains the long-term absence of estrogen's protective effects, which maintain the balance between bone breakdown and building. Without estrogen, breakdown consistently outpaces building, leading to thinner, weaker bones. This is often compounded by inadequate intake of bone nutrients, calcium with vitamin D, K2, magnesium, reduced weight-bearing activity, certain diseases, and some medications. The most significant consequence is a dramatically elevated risk of fractures, often from low-impact falls. Hip fractures are particularly devastating, frequently leading to surgery, prolonged rehabilitation, decreased mobility, increased complications, and higher mortality. Vertebral spine fractures cause chronic pain and height loss. Wrist fractures are also common. These fractures fundamentally impact quality of life. While reversing severe osteoporosis naturally is challenging, you can take powerful steps to slow further loss, improve bone quality, and reduce fall/fracture risk. Ensure ongoing, adequate intake of the bone-building nutrient team, calcium and vitamin D, often requiring supplementation. Discuss dosage with your doctor, alongside sufficient vitamin K2 and magnesium. Continue weight-bearing exercise within safe abilities, like walking. Make strength training non-negotiable. It stimulates bone and builds muscle/balance to prevent falls. Implement fall prevention strategies at home. Remove hazards, improve lighting, grab bars, and address vision/balance issues. Discussing DEXA scans and potential medical treatments with your doctor is vital. Let's transition to cognitive function. The brain fog reality, losing your mental edge. It's common and normal aging for individuals in their 80s to experience noticeable changes in cognitive function, particularly related to the speed of processing information and retrieving memories. Finding words might take longer, following complex instructions might require more concentration, or learning new skills might feel more challenging. These subtle shifts can cause anxiety about dementia. The brain undergoes gradual changes. Slight decreases in volume in memory/executive function areas can occur. Nerve signal speed can slow slightly, and blood flow might decrease. Long-term effects of declining neuroprotective hormones like estrogen contribute. Factors like chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and vascular changes impact brain cell health. It's crucial to differentiate normal age-related changes in processing speed from significant memory loss or functional impairment characteristic of dementia, which are disease processes. For most healthy individuals, these changes primarily affect task speed, not accuracy or ability. It might require more effort or time. However, these changes underscore the importance of actively engaging in brain protective strategies. Your brain retains remarkable neuroplasticity, the ability to adapt and learn, throughout life. Significant cognitive decline is not inevitable. Actively build and maintain cognitive reserve, a buffer of neural connections built through learning and engagement. A brain with high cognitive reserve is more resilient. Keys to building this reserve include consistently challenging your brain with mentally stimulating activities, reading, puzzles, learning new things. Regular physical exercise is profoundly beneficial, boosting blood flow and BDNF, Miracle-Gro, for brain cells. A brain-healthy, anti-inflammatory diet rich in healthy fats, omega-3s, and antioxidants provides essential nutrients. Managing cardiovascular risks like high blood pressure is critical. Prioritizing quality sleep allows brain cleanup. Maintaining strong social connections provides vital cognitive stimulation. You can proactively keep your mind sharp. Next, the protein holding us together. The thinning of your glue, collagen. Collagen, the body's most abundant protein, is the primary structural component of skin, bones, tendons, ligaments, cartilage, the scaffolding providing strength and elasticity. Production declines from our 20s, accelerating dramatically post-menopause due to estrogen loss. By our 80s, this cumulative loss becomes more visible and tangible. The primary driver is the long-term absence of estrogen signal to collagen-producing cells, fibroblasts. This is significantly compounded by decades of accumulated sun damage, the #1 accelerator of collagen/elastin breakdown. Lifestyle factors like smoking, high sugar intake causing glycation, and chronic inflammation also degrade collagen. In the skin, this leads to thinning, dryness, sagging, lost elasticity, deeper wrinkles, and crepey texture. In joints, cartilage collagen degradation contributes to stiffness, aches, and osteoarthritis. Tendons and ligaments become less flexible and more prone to injury. Even bones rely on a strong collagen matrix for resilience. While you can't restore youthful collagen levels, you can support remaining production and protect existing collagen. Key strategies involve non-negotiable sun protection through daily broad-spectrum SPF 30+ sunscreen. Consuming a protein-rich diet provides amino acid building blocks. Ensuring adequate vitamin C intake, citrus, berries, is vital for synthesis. Managing blood sugar protects collagen from glycation damage. Some find benefit from hydrolyzed collagen peptide supplements, which research suggests may stimulate fibroblast activity. For skin, topical retinoids, used cautiously at night with sunscreen, remain the gold standard for long-term collagen stimulation. Finally, changes within our circulatory system, the stiffening of your pipes, cardiovascular changes. Heart disease remains the #1 killer of women, risk climbing after 60 and further into the 80s. A key underlying change is gradual stiffening and loss of elasticity in our arteries. For decades, estrogen helped maintain cardiovascular health, keeping vessels flexible partly via nitric oxide production. With long-term estrogen loss, plus factors like chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and potential increases in blood pressure/sugar, artery walls gradually become less elastic and more rigid, arteriosclerosis. When arteries stiffen, the heart works harder. This directly contributes to increased blood pressure, hypertension, a major silent risk factor for heart attack, stroke, kidney disease, and dementia. Stiffer arteries are also more susceptible to inner lining damage, accelerating plaque buildup, atherosclerosis, increasing blockage risk. While some age-related arterial change may occur, significant stiffness is largely preventable and manageable through lifestyle. You are not destined for hardened arteries. Powerful strategies include regular cardiovascular exercise like brisk walking, at least 150 minutes per week, moderate intensity, improving endothelial function and promoting nitric oxide. Adopt an anti-inflammatory, heart-healthy diet. Mediterranean style, rich in produce, legumes, nuts, seeds, olive oil, omega-3 fish, minimize processed foods, sugar, unhealthy fats. Effective stress management prevents cortisol-induced vessel constriction. Maintaining healthy blood pressure, monitored with your doctor, and managed via lifestyle/medication if needed, is paramount. Lastly, not smoking is arguably the single most impactful action for arterial health. So let's bring it all home. Today, we have faced 5 predictable biological shifts of turning 80, not with fear, but with clear understanding and agency. We learned our bodies change, accelerated muscle loss, declining bone density, subtle shifts in brain function, thinning collagen, and stiffening arteries. These are real tendencies. But for each, we uncovered the empowering truth. They are not your fixed destiny. You have powerful science-backed strategies to counteract these processes. You can actively build muscle, strengthen bone, sharpen your mind, support collagen, and protect your heart well into your 80s and beyond. The most important takeaway is that aging is an active adaptation, not passive decline. Understanding your body's needs in this chapter allows you to provide the right inputs: nutrition, movement, rest, protection, mental challenges, to influence your health trajectory and maintain vitality for years. If this guide empowered you, please support our channel by hitting that subscribe button. Now, my question: which shift resonates most? And what proactive step do you feel inspired to take? Share in the comments. Now that you understand key changes, let's focus on solutions. Click the screen now and I'll see you there.